in the last couple years, what do you think maybe has been like unhealthy momentum you've seen in the industry when it's come to creativity?
I really think there is so much filter now, to change the way people look. And for me, what is really sad about it is that they are not, becoming a better version of themselves. It's really a completely unrealistic, reality, which tap to mental health. They are trying to be someone that, they were never going to achieve. Now you can say this really didn't start right now, right? When you think about it, like 20 years ago, when everybody was using Photoshop to remove every single wrinkle of a woman. And,
right.
So it is a reflection of how we think, but now the tool, right, is in everybody's hand. And I do see being used a lot to actually, instead of lifting people, it's just, creating another version of a society that perhaps you're never going to achieve. So I think that is not a healthy thing.
Yeah. I wonder if everyone here probably knows everybody from like social and now in person. Does everyone look totally the same, or?
Oh, you're saying like
filter apps.
too much retouching, and not enough.
Well, now everybody has like filter apps.
Yeah, everybody has filter. You look at Facebook and you don't even you don't even recognize some people. And the problem is it's not a beauty that is achievable. You're talking about Barbie style that is impossible to actually look like that.
The lifestyle overall, social media is the lens through which you view things. It's unrealistic.
He asks me all the time, do I look at like my picture? Do I look young like a picture?
Well, Nick's my stylist. Anyone else? Any thoughts on like?
There's another bad consequence of this social media effect is that we're having less tolerance about different opinions. If you disagree with me, not necessarily wrong. So people are fighting a lot, not accepting different points of view, perspective. It's bad. You are free to say everything you want,
right.
But you need to understand that we're supposed to live in society, right?
Together, yes, and respect each other.
Yeah.
Good point. That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
Great point, actually.
Yeah, and I think that people are more suspicious of everything. It's hard to convince anyone of anything right now because they're always thinking, is it truth? So it's hard to get to the point of people realizing that, okay, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you are just saying, I can believe you, I can trust you. It's a hard time to live this.
That's why I think at the same time sometimes about that, and I just go back to, just do like advertising to me when I first got into the business was just trying to entertain people and like pay attention and, let them hear you. But, I think, that sometimes becomes a lost art. And what we do is the entertainment factor.
Well, the message is so nuanced and there's so many channels and things like that, that sometimes all the briefs, or not briefs, but like some of the work can lose its sort of life and vitality.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think that's what you're talking about, right? Because you're trying to do so much and hit such like a precise target that you don't just communicate with people anymore.
Yeah, just like it's making it memorable, right? Like,
just
like, hey, have you seen that thing? Like, and maybe you don't even know the brand, but it sticks in your head because you know it, and then when it comes time, you remember that brand, right, when you need it. So
I mean, I see a lot of great work, but the work that's less successful feels so over-engineered to me, and you know why, because there's lots of money going into it, there's lots of people involved, and there's lots of thinking involved, and you kind of like beat it into a thing that no one really sort of wants to even look at anymore. But you took all the steps, but it didn't end up right. So there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of money that is going into these products, so I get it, but.
And that's obviously incredibly true for healthcare, because and that's why they market research everything today. You can't get an ad out in less than a year because it has to go through 12 rounds of market research.
Right.
But you sand off all the rough edges, and that's what kind of sticks and becomes interesting. I think that's your point.
Which makes it palatable to a broader audience and therefore not interesting to
loses some edge, right? Loses some,
But it's a kind of problem that's happening across all of industries. You work with beer too, and you need to research everything.
I mean, beer is the most basic proposition you can get, like fun times, Like that's what you said,
but they test.
I know. That's the crazy part.
Because sometimes the executive bonus are related with this